Y'all, this this is we are in the depths of Pokemon uh 6 feet under, as what we're describing right now today. What we're jumping into. What are we doing? Welcome boys to what we have the worst things ever when it comes to this game, bro. The worst Pokemon to hunt in this game. The absolute garbage that is this Mon. The absolute nightmare that is this Mon. The absolute I cannot stand this Mon. We are here to do what we can. That's all I gotta say. That is all I can say. Uh, and to those saying I need therapy, I do not need therapy. I do not. Hey, Drakus. Good luck is right. I don't know why I'm choosing to do this. I have no idea why I'm choosing to do this. Oh no, the song's muted. Hey! What? Okay. Okay, gotta change the Xenoblade music. I cannot believe this. Alright. Alright, but the definition of insanity is the definition of insanity. Alright. It's left, right, right, right. Because I'm a masochist? Listen, man. A little pain goes a long way when it comes to shiny hunting. I didn't ask for this. My mind simply just went, alright, I want another Zygarde. So why don't I just get another Zygarde? 50 runs later, I regret all of this. I regret absolutely everything I'm doing right now. There's nothing in this world right now that can convince me that I did not pick the right option. I know it's 2 a.m. for you, bro, but no. No. All I can say is that I am tired of Zygarde. But if I quit now, I'd be a little weeny baby. And I'm not an weeny baby. I'm trying to beat this boss, get my shiny, and get out of the way. All I want to do, bro. That's all I want to do, bro. And no matter how long it takes, I am not stopping until we see the Zygarde. You can spam all the 4-leaf clovers you want, bro. I'm pretty sure this Colgate Christmas Dragonoid monster 4 times weak ice Pokemon is not deserving of anything, in my opinion. But thank you. I appreciate the luck trick, yes. I can already tell, before the night has even started, I'm already in for a rough night. Oh, this is not gonna be fun. Oh wait, aren't these songs copyright? Oh my god. No. All right, hold on. Let me pull up like Route 6 music. Xenoblade background music. I gotta pull something up. God, I am slipping today. 8 hour study trilogy mix. There we go. Shout out Stone Bagel for this music and for this compilation. And let's just get this out of the way, bro. I am not dealing with this boss. Get me out of here. How am I 50 runs deep into this boss and I've not even encountered a single shiny? So I've literally over odds on base just getting a shiny. And now I'm trying to just get a shiny, bro. What is going on in this game? And I have the shiny charm on this file. Should be there. You know, this is the first time I see how DA works, right? And yeah, copyrighted. Drake, is that, are you serious? This is the first time you're seeing how DA works? I can't believe, I don't believe that. I don't know if I believe that. Like, you've never seen a single video of people, like, getting the shinies in this, like, game? Or, like, in the DAs? That's kind of crazy to me. Like, I know Poyo and me have been in the trenches for this just to get shinies. I've already hunted all the Cocos in here. Or, sorry, all the Tapu. Not full odds, that's all I'm gonna say. Well, what is full odds but just simply the max amount of odds you can have for a situation? Like, if they went back in the next gen and introduced 16,000, well, 1,600, or 1,000, yeah, no, 1,000, no, 16,384 odds, but you only stay at the base rate of the 8,192, you're still not at full odds, technically. What is full odds but not just the pool of the odds that you can maximum get? You think anyone would do DA raids if the rates were not 300? Then I'll do it. I'll do that. I do not believe you when you say you'll do twice the Gen 3 odds. I want to see you play right now. Pull up on your screen right now, Gen 3, the Fire Red and Leaf Green right now, and I will prove to you you will not do that. I will prove to you right now you will not do that, Drakus. I press X to doubt obsessively. I press X to doubt obsessively. Alright, hopefully this Glalie goes to the right person. No, that's good. That's good. That's good. Take the Pokemon that doesn't have a weakness. Drakus, did you even get Fire Red and Leaf Green? I assume you didn't. Because you wanted to get Poke PS, right? That makes the most sense to me. Actually, Drakus, you don't even need to text me on the comments, bro. I'm fine with that. You can just text me straight up on like on the Discord, bro. You and Poyo can just have your fun laughing at me while I'm sitting here doing all of these DA raids. Listen, Drakus, did you oh, I was asking you if you got Fire Red and Leaf Green. That's what I was asking you. I didn't get a chance to see if you or Poyo actually went out ahead and tried to get the Deoxys. You would love to do so, because after all, it's a mythical Pokemon that you can get at full odds. Alright, this isn't a bad team. Just only that Steel type is going to be weak to ground. So it's not a bad rotation to reset the path on. Didn't buy these, didn't plan to? You didn't want to hunt Deoxys? Let me just hit let me hit the ice beam. Cause full odds, but you already have a shiny Deoxys? Since when? Since when? I don't remember this happening. You already had this before we even knew each other? That's probably it, isn't it? Like, you probably got it way before I even noticed. Am I getting squeezed? Dang it. Did he bind me? Oh, I didn't even notice. Alright. This Megazoid Transformer. I did it using the... Eat no count. Eat no count. Eat no count. Simple. Eat no count. Eat no full odds. That's not full odds. I guarantee you that's not full odds. Yeah. Doesn't count. Simply doesn't. I simply do not count it. Because I gotta do it all over again. True. But I want to see you suffer. And get it and beat the whole game. Beat the whole game. And then do it all over again. PayPal you $3,000. What's the extra $2,900? Oh wait, no, hold on. That's not $3,000. That's $30,000. What's the extra $29,980 that you need for? Also, that's in USD. What are you gonna do with the What are you gonna do when that money isn't even valid? Money is. What you gonna do? Try and trick me. I gotta ask, who enjoyed the idea, the concept, or the notion of this Transformer? Who at Game Freak was like, you know, I kind of enjoy the Transformers series. You know, I kind of like it. Who thought that? Also, why Zubat is not helpful at all. So, love of God. How about I use it to pay someone in my stead? You saying a lot of stuff that I don't be agreeing with. You saying a lot of stuff. If I could pay someone $29,000, $800 for... Actually, I still wouldn't pay them for this DA raid. What am I talking about? Zygarde's not worth that much. Now let me see if you can heal. Stop using Simple Beam! And we died. Wait, Swooba hasn't... Isn't that the goal though? No, it's not. No, it's not. It's not. It's not. The point is to suffer. Exactly, you're right. The point is to suffer. The point is to sit there and atone for what I've never been atoning for. Also, I'm just realizing how useless Zubat is because of the fact that the AI defaults to basically just using Simple Beam 18 times in a row. Which means I have to prioritize getting the Luxray, which is not great. Yes, you can easily lose against the chance of having the shiny. Yes, you can. Yes, there is a chance you might just straight up lose. Are you serious? Wait, have you actually not done any single DAs or even like watched a video? Or are you asking me that because I lost? Because that second case, just wait until I get my third Zygarde and then I get the doggy Zygarde. And then you'll sit there and watch me as I win. And I go to Legend ZA and I got the Mega Zygarde, I got the regular Zygarde, and I got the 10% Zygarde. What are you gonna do? You tell me you easily lost against the shiny never? I'm not gonna. You devious little. I'm a sip. I just literally never checked that mechanic as soon as I realized it's not full odds. You devious. You might be onto something, bro. I cannot believe this. I gotta sit there and take this. And you're a cray-cray. Listen, I've already done this once. It can't be bad the second time to run through. I refuse to believe it's that bad. As long as these people hit the move that they need to hit, we are good. I don't enjoy Ditto doing that. I seriously cannot believe, bro, that you've never looked at a single part of what this... Dang. So what have you been doing during the lifespan of Sword and Shield? Were you just resetting Regieleki and Regidrago? Because they were full odds. I assume you got 2 of those, right? Crit... You're joking. You're joking. The AI only has like a 10% chance to pick a max move. Are you serious? You did both? God, man. On both versions? Both versions? Oh. Okay, I see. You did like one on Sword and one on Shield. I assume Reggie, whichever ones, just once on each. I assume you didn't do it 4 times, where you did both Regieleki and Regidrago on Sword, and then on Shield you did Regieleki and Regidrago again, right? Let's just swap that out. Perfectly fine. What are the chances that Luxray will be good? Let me look up Luxray. Like, I should know all the Dynamax Adventures by this point. What is Luxray's chance? What moves does it have? It should have pretty good moves, all things considered. Hyper Voice. Let me look up Luxray DA, because it should have some moves in here that it makes it really good. Luxray DA. I think it has Light Screen, but that's about it. It missed the Thunder Wave. God, man. Why is it looking up Luxray DA Cerebi and it pulls up Scarlet and Violet? What are we doing? Luxray's move stats, I need to check. DA or Dynamax Adventures. Let me just look it up directly. Alright. Pokemon Sword and Shield, Crown Tundra, Luxray. Luckily it's Gen alphatized. Luxray has Facade, Light Screen, Rising Voltage, Electric Terrain. Yeah, Brody, it's over. That thing's just gonna do it. All it's gonna do is just press Facade and just keep facading. So it's basically just gonna be an HP shield. Thank you. Thank the Lord. It is over. Get me out of here. Get me out of here, bro. Get me out of here. You just take that one because I know you're gonna take that one. Then we'll take the berries. Because honestly, I don't want to deal with it. Let us hope. Just let me hope. Let me cope that he will not take. None of them will take the Luxray, knowing it's a ground type. Let the AI be smart enough to understand not to take the Luxray. High horsepower. That's half. Oh, it's a crit half. That's not great. Ice Fang. Okay. Breaking Swipe. It only has, I think. Oh my god, man! It's a 10% chance to pick a max move. How often are they hitting this max move chance? This game gotta be broken. They must have updated it after everybody left to be like, alright, for the people who are still playing, because we know you all are shiny odds people, take a sample. Take this string of bad luck. They have to have done that. There's no way this was never this bad. It cannot be this bad. Does any Pokemon there can be shiny? Because if so, if you're not even guaranteed the Zygarde will be shiny, right? You only see... So, Drakius, how it works is that after you complete the 4 rounds and beat the Legendary, it'll show you a display screen of all like the 4 Pokemon you caught during the adventure, and that's where you'll see if there's a chance to be shiny or not. So it only show... So it can only show afterwards. Dang, we lost the trio. Yo, oh wait a minute, what am I thinking? The Glalie is literally have fake tears. If I can stringe it up, I could literally one-shot the Zygarde half form before we even start doing it. What am I doing? I could easily beat this. Not thinking the slightest. My rage was getting to me. Well, Drakius, what we have to do is that since only Zygarde's 50% form only hits at the end of the turn, what you have to do is you can kill the Zygarde before he gets to do his thing, and then as a result, you can then be able to do a play that allow you to basically do that. I completely forget he does that. I also have a chance of freeze. I have not gotten a chance of freeze in quite some time. I'm just saying. Yep. We not. Oh. Let's go. Freeze. Although the problem is he's gonna if I know this game, he's gonna use that move that basically just auto forces him to get out of any status. Remove all bad stat distributions, and just hit our opponents as well. He's about to hit that right now, so he won't stay frozen. I have a feeling. Let me see if I get proven right. Alright, let's see. Yep, he nullified, so that means he's no longer frozen. I just love it when an opponent can just have a turn to where I can just lose the ability. I got one turn again. And he lands Wrath, which not hits me. And I'm down. So yeah, Drakius, this is where you would see if you have a shiny Pokemon. So you would be able to check right here in the screen to tell you if it was a shiny or not. None of these are shiny, so I would just exit out and just try again. I love it when the opponent gets to do that on the same turn that he gets frozen. So I got a fake tears, so that means I have to risk right now to see who is getting Vanillish. So I gotta take Morpeko, which means you take Dugtrio, which means you take Duraludon. So nobody takes the vanilla. The AI, bro. The AI, bro. I'm not a Drakius, you know better than well that I'm not falling for that. I'm not clicking that. I know what you're doing with that hidden comment. I'm not clicking that. You know for sure I'm not clicking that. That could have $1 million underneath there. Or it could guarantee me shiny Zygarde. I'm not clicking it. Oh, God. What else do I gotta do to get rid of this man? No one took the Vanillish. Are we serious? Ground type. Ground Dragon does not take the Vanillish. The one thing that could help. Did I just get knocked out again? You're joking. It took the Jugtrio. Are you serious? I'm so tired of this Pokemon. This is not real. Alright, 2 more lives to go. 2 more lives. The toothpaste green dragon is literally... Ah. Alright. Luxray still... It is somewhat still... Is it? It's not. It's really not. And now this run is even worse, considering I'm the one running it, and I have to be the one who has to use Glalie fake tier. The Pokemon that I'm not even running with are not even... They're not even our special attackers. So fake tears will basically do nothing. Yeah. All special attackers. Yours. It's so over in a way that I can't even tell it's over. It is a 10%. How are they hitting this so consistently? Oh well. The day has only started. It's only been 3 runs. And it's been 30 minutes. Fake tears to do an Iron Head. Not doing anything. Why is the entire section dedicated to Pokemon that don't even like have a good... It's also the case that the Glalie is not even using fake tears, which is another issue. If it's using fake tears, literally, like, you can, like, literally manipulate it so that way Zygarde literally just like dies before he does this complete form transformation. So it is interesting that the AI is not even programmed to be like, oh, this character's trying to use a special ice type move. Let me use fake tears. But I don't know. Sword and Shield's AI is so bad compared to like the rest of the series. It's actually kind of surprising how bad it is. I want the berries, but I don't think we're going to be able to clear Luxray. Alright, yeah, we got that. But yeah, man, like, Zubat doesn't know. Bro, why are every single one of y'all hitting a move that's not gonna relate to doing damage? Why are we just wasting lives, bro? And man, the AI is so doo-doo butter. If you can't control it directly, if you don't know exactly what you need to do. I completely forgot Zubat has Simple as its actual ability, so it will literally just... Alright. That might be the strategy. If Dugtrio literally does, so that way, if we get 2 Screeches, we will literally KO Zygarde in 2 hits. The math, it explains that if we hit Zygarde with that 2 Screeches, we are basically going to be able to just 2 KO him before he transforms. But we need to hit Zygarde 2 KO times. We are down 2 lives and we can only lose 1 life before we're basically on death's row. Seems so fun to play with these AIs. Yeah, it's not that fun. As my experience and Poyo's experience will tell you, Drakus, it's not mucho nada. That's all it is. Mucho nada when it comes to this fight. Zubat is trying to use Simple Beam. Again. I'm on Fake Tears. Because I don't get why the AI is programmed to not realize that it failed the first time and then just stop doing it. It's over, basically. Yeah, Zubat fell down, which basically means... I don't get the AI's obsession with basically hitting the same move over again. I don't get why Zubat is so bad for every other player besides the main character. It's... See, Chris, like what I'm saying is that you can have a chance, it's a 1 out of 100 to get a shiny, and then you'll have a chance to get one. So we can just take Zubat for now. But that's where you'll see the shiny. Even though you didn't play with the shiny in the actual adventure, it has a chance to turn into the shiny. Alright, let's just see what this new path is to see if it's better. Do not grats me. Do not grats me. I'm going to release that thing after I get the Zygarde. That thing does not deserve to be on in my game. Considering what it was doing, it does not deserve to even be near me. Breathe the same air as me. It does not deserve its existence. It does not deserve it at all. I'm just saying 100% it does not deserve. Wonder Trade it, you coward. I don't have Switch Online. You need to have Switch Online in order to Wonder Trade. Unless I Wonder Trade it in Pokemon Home. Which I can do. I 100% wanted to trade in Pokemon Home, but I gotta whoop out my phone, and then I gotta showcase that I'm in Pokemon Home, and then the whole process is set up. But I will do it. I will Wonder Trade every single shiny I get before we get Zygarde. You know what? That's gonna be my statement right now. I'm Wonder Trading every single Pokemon we get before the Zygarde raid. None of these Pokemon deserve to be in the party until that Zygarde becomes shiny. Not a single one. I do not. 10% chance. Again, they just keep hitting that 10% chance. I don't understand what is with this game and giving me that 10% chance to these Pokemon. 0.1. %10 chance. I'm pretty sure that the enemy Pokemon will use the Dynamax move, and it's done it twice. You're joking. There we go. Tauros will be semi-decent against Zygarde. I don't actually even know. I know Cryogonal is literally like the #1 Pokemon to get when it comes to these runs, and we got it on the final path, so I'm happy about that. I wish Skuntank was the second Pokemon, so we can use defense lowering in order to make sure that way we can prioritize getting the defense. But ain't no way that's happening, bro. Ain't no way. I'm just being 100% honest. Let's just ignore that. Looks like Shellos got kicked out. That's fine. Yeah. Into Bunnelby? Diggersby. Diggersby into Cryogonal into Zygarde. That is a possible path. But I don't know. Talonflame is going to be garbage. Because once it gets hits with 1,000 arrows, gets super effective damage applied to it because flying will be ignored, and then presumably will die. I can decorate. I could decorate the Cryogonal so that way it has a more massive attack. But that is based on the belief and the idea that one of these CPUs will get the Cryogonal and will actually choose to use it. I completely forget that Tauros does not know how to take a hit. Magical Leaf never misses. What Dazzling Gleam will do. Does that do more with Stab? Stab is 25%. So, no. There we go. Knocked it out. Now that Stab is knocked out, we can go ahead and keep going. Alright. Get the Ultra Ball and just get to it. Just go ahead and knock this guy out, bro. Alright. Who's swapping? The one Pokemon that had an Ice type move is the one that swaps. Are you serious? Man. I guess on this next run, we try to use Talonflame, see what Pokemon swaps for Talonflame, and then swap for the Cryogonal if the Talonflame user is not good. That's probably going to be the strat. So, what fire moves do you have? Why run a fire? I completely forget how much. Like, they've pretty much unoptimized the Legends EA, not Legends EA, the Dynamax Ventures strategy. Is Decorate special and at regular, or is it just special? I'm pretty sure it's just special. I gotta check this. Oh, it's both. I move last. There we go. Alright, throwing that away. Go ahead. Who's not gonna take it? Alright, that's semi-better, but that does mean Talonflame is the correct choice to take the Pokemon. Yeah. But there is a chance. I just gotta Decorate. Let me Decorate the Cryogonal. It's gonna Hurricane the Zygarde. We'll get confused. Taurus will close combat. Yep, Cryogonal will Blizzard. Zygarde will hit itself, which I didn't expect it to do that. And now Cryogonal is boosted. We can Dazzling Gleam for now. Yep, another Hurricane. Close combat. And if Cryogonal doesn't miss... That's... Yep. And you can see right here, Drakus, you can easily knock out Zygarde before the complete form even happens. No round 2 for this Pokemon. First win in over... How long have I been streaming? 44 minutes? Yeah. Finally. But knowing we just got Shiny Luck, there's no way it's going to be a back-to-back. It's just going to be regular Zygarde. I'm going to lose my mind. And then I'm going to reset the path. Try once more. See if maybe it was luck issue. And then see how it goes. Tauros. Diggersby. Cryogonal. Regular Zygarde. Let's go, baby. Although we technically won because of Alcremie. Alcremie support is gonna win. Drakus, you never. I never said that this was easy. I just understand that I enjoy pain. If I said it was easily, you gotta point that out to me because like I don't remember this being an easy thing I said to do. I just said that I enjoy this. In a masochistic way. You just said it literally? I plead the fifth. I have it on the replay. Oh no. You'll have to clip it and ship it to me. The clip does not exist. You have to clip it and ship it to me. I do not believe that clip exists unless that clip is right in front of my eyes. Play it back. No. I don't see that clip until I see that clip in my face. I don't believe you. That's in the ether. It's in the wind. As long as we don't lose a life here, we could actually take some damage. That's all we gotta do. But you see right there, Drake, is we didn't get a single time a max strike happens, but we had in our first run, we had double max strikes. 10% chance, bro. If it's not the boss Pokemon. 10% chance. I've hit more 1% runs going up to Zygarde than I've hit in Zygarde being 1%. Yada yada yada, man. Nope. It feels like Diggersby should be 4 times weak to something, although I don't believe it is. I said easily in this clip? I don't believe you. Yep. And you can see right here, Dracus, we can easily knock out Zygarde before the complete core even happens. No round 2 for this Pokemon. First win in over, how long have I been streaming? 44 minutes? Yep. And you can see right here, Dracus, we can easily knock out Zygarde. Yeah, okay. I see what you're trying to say. You're trying to say that I said easily in terms of... Okay, but I don't believe you. I don't believe no, I don't believe that that clip don't exist. What clip we're talking about? I don't remember a clip. I don't remember that clip at all. I simply just do not remember that clip. The only clip that's the clips that I know is, are you really serious? Critical. Hey, I was kind of right. You can easily knock out Zygarde once you're able to get the right run. Otherwise, you're kind of boned. Otherwise, it's misery, pain, and tolerance. Hey, who are you? How are you? I'm good, Zoe. How are you? We are just doing Dynamax raids just to pass through the day while we do this. Just trying to see if we can get that white toothpaste looking dragon. Yeah, right. So you're kind of boned 75% of the time, and I'm being nice. Well, Drakius, when you say that, let me not catch you slipping. Let me not catch you slipping. Hey, so I'm glad to hear that you're doing good. Hope your day's been well. Hope you're having a good time, good work week. You're gonna enjoy a chilling time while I rage through trying to beat Cryogonal right here. What's the coolest Pokemon you've caught so far? Overall, when it comes to playing Sword and Shield? Dang, I actually trying to remember. I think it was like the it was one of the shinies that you can get in the wild area that was cool. Because you could get the legendary, or not legendary, sorry. You could get a shiny Onyx, I believe, was from the original Wild Zone. That was fun. That was awesome to do. I pretty much used that Onyx for I think for quite some time during the original Sword and Shield playthrough, and then I just kept it over as is and just left it in Pokemon Home because it served my time and it was doing really well for me. What about you, Zoe? Are you playing Sword and Shield? Which Pokemon games have you been playing on the Switch right now? The Cryogonals aren't done, so it's gonna be given to Diggersby, and then afterwards we can use it for perfect. We have 2 lives going into Zygarde. We should be good. If we can get that Hurricane to flinch, we should be able to hit it and be able to be good. Then we can hit... I just need to decorate Triagonal and be able to do so. You recently finished God of War? I've heard that series is really good. I know a lot of people are playing that right now. I know like a friend of mine is also playing it, and he's going through Ragnarok right now and says he's really enjoying that series. I don't think I've ever got a chance to play it because I never had a what do you call it? An Xbox. Never had an Xbox or a PlayStation, so I haven't gotten the chance to play it when it comes to just a series. If it ever comes on Nintendo or if it comes on like Steam, I might like, you know, get a chance to see if I can look over and see if I can play it. Oh, is Cryogonal slower than Zygarde? Oh, that has to be a minus Yeah, in that case I should have decorated the Talonflame. Do you stream daily or occasionally? I tend to stream occasionally around each weekend. Do 1 to 2 streams, and then just most of the time just playing a lot of Pokemon, and then most of the time just playing a lot of like different stuff. That's my main usually focus when it comes to these games and being able to play them. I should decorate the oh. Oh, actually, I don't think we're gonna die in this situation, because it's just gonna be me who's getting hit. Yeah, and then he hits Blizzard properly. There we go. Yeah, this is the good path to actually get it on when it comes to Zygarde and getting the shiny. We might be able to check to see if we got the shiny. But yeah, when it comes to streaming occasionally, I usually just try to do it so that way whatever I'm interested in, I stream up. I am tempted to see. I'm planning on probably streaming Pokepia soon, once I'm able to get some free time and be able to purchase the game later on. As my go-to right now, join Pokepia really late, hang out with some buddies, and just mess around in the islands. And see how this goes. Alright, shiny check. Alright, I'm not going to look at the screen. I'm just going to sit there and go Tauros, Diggersby. I forget which one that the one was. And then there's Zygarde, and then there's this. I'm looking at the screen right now. Let me look back. Dang it. Not a single shiny. Dang. Ah. Alright, let me just keep on going. And now we have started on the journey of dealing with the path, which could easily enjoy that. Alright, now this time going all creamy, Talonflame, Gastrodon, and Morpeko, or not Morpeko, Barbaracle. We now have a guaranteed chance of going through the path, hitting the reset method, and we probably will get around, I think, around like 10 chances before we run out of ore to do it again. Thanks, by the way, Zoe. I really appreciate that comment. I think this time, like today, we're just going through right now. I'm trying to be a little bit rageful just to have some funny moments. But overall, I kind of just want people to enjoy the stream, chillax, put out some background noise. Nothing too crazy. Although I will have my friend, Mr. Oh, never mind. My friend. Oh, see ya, Drakius. Hope you have a good rest of your day, man. Enjoy yourself. But yeah, just having my friends rage bait me while we talk about getting Zygarde, trying to get my 3rd shiny, and then just keep on trucking it through for the night. Oh, we hit a critical. No. We hit a critical on Tauros, which led to it maxing out attack, which now means that it's super good. Alright, we hit the hurricane, and then we should be good to go. So both Talonflame and Barbarical are down, which means we only have one life when it comes to going into Zygarde. Not great. That is not great. That is not great. That is not great. If you don't mind, can I ask you something? Are you about to... No. And I say no only because of the fact that that question can go anywhere. You can ask me anything, and that's the problem. You can ask me something if it's not related to anything personal. That's all I gotta say. Yeah, that crit. And I'm pretty sure we're done. Yep. That is so... Zoe, I'm not looking into doing any overlays right now. I'm just here to just kind of vibe, kind of chill over. Not really looking into getting an overlay right now because it doesn't match with my content style. Just not my thing. I do appreciate the chance you letting me know, and I hope that if you're staying in by just to check over, that you just stay over and just chill with the stream. We're basically only at one life left. I might as well just reset right now and then go forward with doing things with the next portion. Alright, now we gotta figure out how to heal. Alright, going over here, go to Zygarde, keep on going, and then it should be good to go. Alright, so we're just going to keep going with Alcremie, Talonflame, Gastrodon, and the other ones, and then we should be able to then continue on with coming to the celebrations. Should be good to go. I also have some ideas for you. Would you like to hear it? As I mentioned before, Zoe, currently, I'm not in the market right now looking to get overlays. I'm kind of sticking to kind of my just chillax view of what the game is right now. But thanks for coming in, and thanks for just having a good time. Alright, Tauros, but now we gotta ensure that we don't get a crit. Crazy I gotta do this right now. Alright. GMX finale. Rock Tomb should be good to go, and then afterwards be able to do so. But yeah, that kind of tells me that this run isn't actually as foolproof as I thought. But that's fine. We can keep on going, and then just continue forward when it comes to what we want to do. All right. All right. Let me do a G-Max finale one more time. Yep, G-Max finale. All good to go. Now let's just keep on going. Let me do an Ultra Ball, throw it up, and throw it at the other Pokemon. Alright, now that we got ahead of Tauros and not doing any crits that will cause it to us to lose the game, we can go ahead and move forward with the other approaches. But this basically does mean that we only get like around 3 to 4 chances of actually seeing the Zygarde on this specific path, which is unfortunate. But we will endure and just keep on going. If Zygarde ever gets a crit on Tauros, though, that pretty much guarantees the fact that we should be able to do a lot more than what we normally do. So I'm surprised to see that that's going to be the case. Let me go ahead and clear this. Alright, El Creamy. Decorate is using the fact that it's using multiple status moves. So in this case, Decorate will be useful when it comes to actually making so that way Tauros, oh not Tauros, Barbarical actually does more damage here. Come on, man. Let me actually also go on to real quick my elements and just let that go. Ooh, wait, what did I... Are you serious? Sonajanu. What is going on? Suddenly everything's hitting right properly? 1 life, are we serious right now? Why can Decorate fail and not just go to the next Pokemon? I don't understand why that is constructed that way. I don't necessarily get it, but like, why is it, you know, obviously filtered in that format? To be like, oh yeah, it can just fail because of the fact that one of the Pokemon can just straight up just not do anything. Also, it's gonna hit Tauros now, and Tauros has 3 stages drop, which means it's gonna be max quaked. What are we doing right now? We lost 3 lives. What is going on? Because I've seen that way this Diggersby literally ruins the Tauros, ruins the Talonflame, ruins the Barbarical. What are we doing? Oh well, we'll try to just optimize the route and just be able to do it clearly. That way we can go ahead and do so. That way we can ignore the Talonflame. Then, yeah, we're already in like that super foggy area looking for the Dynamax raid, which means that we're basically almost screwed over. Which is so unfortunate that that is how we're doing it right now. But that is how it's going to be. The best thing I can probably do is decorate the Diggersby to use a super effective move like Stone Edge, and that way we can speed up the process of actually getting out of here. But the problem is Stone Edge has to hit super effectively in order to do so, so I gotta decorate right now. With either a Tauros Cryogonal or a Diggersby, because I believe Diggersby is actually slower than me. Yeah, it will Steel Wing this time. As long as it doesn't use a max move, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. The Diggersby is faster? Are you serious? Why didn't I just hit the Talonflame then? What? It's gonna get unnecessary damage in. Ice Beam on who? Okay. Dang. Now I have to hope for what is basically a bide. Or I have to hope that the Cryogonal that we get is a max speed stat Cryogonal that will then outspeed the Zygarde and do a 2-hit. Because that's what I have to hope for. I have to hope for a 2-hitter. Dang. Or I have to hope for a Confusion, which will get to Tauros, and hopefully he hits me with Bind. Yeah, and the 2 Pokemon that should not have gotten hit got hit. Dang. It's also the bad case of if he hits 1,000 arrows on this run, this is specifically bad for 1,000 arrows. So there's a lot of variables stacked right now. I'm assuming this is basically a dead run. I'm going to assume this is a dead run if he chooses 1,000 arrows, if he chooses 1,000 arrows, this is a dead run. What? Are we serious right now? Oh my god. It's crazier that he even hit. Are we serious right now? He hits 1,000 arrows, and then he hits... Okay, so we have to hope for a Hurricane. I was hoping Cryogonal was going to hit that one Blizzard, 70% chance to do it. Okay, Hurricane hit. It's not enough. But it's enough to basically get him in defensive mode. It's over. Wow, yeah, that was such a loss. And that cost me ore too, so that wasn't even a good run. Dang. We can check to see if they're shiny, but I don't care if they are. Yeah. I actually need to check to see how much Dino ore we've gotten so far. Ah, we're only at 122. That's a lot of ore gone. So I was at 250. Llama Snow is good. Cradeli is decently good if the path is good. Scyther's kind of Scyther's bugs. Actually, Scyther's kind of good because like he only has Dragon Pulse and ground type moves, and ground is not effective against bug. So having Scyther is good. Having Abomasnow is good. Armadillo is average. So Marshtomp, 2 Dragon types, 3 Dragon types. Not a single Aurorus, man. I've just... Like, not a single one of these runs has been Aurorus, which has been so surprising to me. So that Pokemon is like... I'm just now noticing that, yeah. That top right is such a good option because it's Duraludon versus Mainfu. Mainfu has Wide Guard. Is Wide Guard more important than a damage it from... It has to be. It has to be better. Like the more I think about it, it has to be the case that damage for this case would be better. Because Mainfu has the Wide Guard ability to just nullify damage when possible. So that we only have to worry about spread moves. Or worry about single targeting moves. So therefore the damage has to be relocated. But we should be good to go in that regard. You're using Max Wormwind? Gotcha. Alright. Now we do the boost, which will raise special attack. Fortunately, Avalanche is physical, so that didn't do anything. Oh wait, this entire team is physical. Okay, so I'm doing nothing, basically. Alright, there we go. Dragonair's good, but we did take a ton of damage that we really shouldn't have. How did I was so good at understanding the AI for this game? Where did I learn to get like the AI that good? I gotta figure that out. Should be possible. I'm not gonna take this right. This is a dead run. Okay. So I have to take Obama Snow. Then, what is the next Pokemon that I gotta take? This is the issue. Now that I know that the guy who takes Abomasnow is the guy who takes Dragonair, I gotta figure out that now and plot my charting capabilities to understand where exactly the AI will go to. Because the AI tend to keep the same AI, and as a result, we gotta figure out the plan now for this. Yeah, that's the thing. So we gotta figure out now what is the AI's plan when it comes to this attack. Alright, Alteria's down. It knows Dragon Pulse, so that is a good move to have. And it's technically not going to be affected by Thousand Waves. And Land Wrath. So it's a good option on the team. But now, we're not going to be able to figure out actually who's going to take this, because the fact that I have to take Abomasnow as the first route. So the Abomasnow route taking, because of the permutations, are going to have to be figured out when we go ahead and do so. Alright, I'm going to say good without. You're just greedy. Wow, you're greedy. Wow, you're greedy. Yeah, this entire run is going to change so drastically in the next iteration because I have to take Abomasnow first. So we have to hope to see if in the next permutation so I'm going to Sledge Bomb. I'm going to Sledge Bomb right here so that way I can get a trust to see exactly what is it doing. It's going to Wing Attack. Scyther's going to Wing Attack because it does. It's going to Cotton Guard, which makes sense because it's the mostly physical attacker. I'm going to Sludge Bomb this just because we're just going for damage. Actually, if we're going for damage, I probably got to hit it with the Grass type move. Max Raffle on Scyther? Yeah. The AI, for some reason, gets the right moves in this iteration so far than what I've seen. This is not normally how it goes. Usually the AI is not this competent at targeting the Pokemon, from what I've seen. Is that enough to... Wait, why didn't they get affected by, what? I also hate that ability, man. Why does that ability trigger every single time, bro? Why would you give that as an ability that Pokemon can have? Nullifies the stats and abilities. That's literally just the best way to get rid of a Shedinja as an option for Dynamax raids, from what I'm seeing. That probably is the main reason why they have it. Okay. Anyway, it seems that we are now over 76 minutes since we started this. So we should be able to get closer to wrapping this up. The fact that I saw that the Altaria guy was picking this one as well is not a good sign. Alright, so we got Armadillo. Armaldo, my bad. Armaldo, Scyther, and Altaria as like the final round in this iteration. So when the other iterations are they gonna come forward with doing? Curious. My goal right now is just to hit this. This is all I do for the rest of the game. Such a dick. I have to know, or I have to find somebody to know this, to like get this recommendation, but I wonder if because of Scyther's existence, Zygarde, no, it doesn't. Max Wormwind? Oh my god. Wide Guard. Dragon Pulse. Like, I'm pretty sure now... I feel like we just lose, don't we? Like, that is the feeling I'm getting. Yeah, I've never seen the Pokemon, like, get targeted like this in this way. That's insane. It also sucks that, it sucks that Zygarde is now, like, spamming the single start target stage because he'll start off 1,000 arrows with this. Oh, am I not affected by Tensei Focus that prevents from flinching? But why am I not losing damage to the thing? Thought I would. Alright, so he nullifies that. Are you gonna do Land's Wrath or are you gonna do 1,000 arrows? Alright, that's not bad. Oh no, I'm getting binded. Oh my god. 5? Which means that we are basically close to the thing. Yep, 1,000 arrows. Like I figured. I can Dynamax, but how many turns does Bind have? I'm still bound. So bound is literally just... You're stuck with bound until you literally die from bound. I didn't even realize that's how bound works. Dang. Alright, so a critical hit. That's good. Max Wormwind again? Why? Why? I've never seen Zygarde spam Max Wormwind this much. Yeah, and then my Wide Guard. You're using Cotton Guard right now? When Light Screen! I'm so sick of the Dynamax Ray thing because, like, what it does is it never gives you the proper one that you think it would help. Yeah, that's gonna be a Marldo. Yep. Yep. X-Scissor. Alright, let me go ahead and just go ahead and do another bind. I'm so wondering what we're gonna get. Why? I have 2 turns. I technically have 1 more turn. Technically speaking, we have 1 more turn. Dude, come on. I have never seen Zygarde literally not spam this move so much. I got Wide Guard again. This is the last time I can Wide Guard. Yeah, but that, okay, that's guaranteed. I highly doubt this is gonna be shiny. Like, my faith in the shiny has been pretty much lost ever since I started doing this. But we can try. We can try. La la di da, la la da da, la 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 di da 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 da, la la da. It's not gonna happen. La la di 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 da, la la la. It's not gonna happen. Because you can check right here. Boom, bop, boop. Not shiny. Not shiny. And we need to replenish our storage anyway. Alright. Keep a record. Relican, Obstagoon, and Absol. Absol has Blizzard? That makes it a contender. I actually did not know. Okay, this actually is looking to be pretty good if he gets a Starmie. Okay. I would prefer Larion. Yeah, actually I would prefer that. Dark Bug. Ghost. Ooh, Ice type Ghost. Okay. Grass. Ice type Ice Bug. Water Dark. Grass Poison, Sneasel. This is a good actual run. This is actually a good run. This is good. This is actually pretty good. As long as I... It depends on what this final matchup will be. I can definitely see that this Pokemon was going to be the, so we're right now going into a Dark Ice, Ghost Ice, and a Water Dark. Water Dark is not going to resist ground type moves. So Sharpedo, it will get hit pretty effectively. It's dependent on what we get and what we will do. I would not mind if the Sharpedo... I actually don't know what the Sharpedo will actually do here, because I actually don't know what Pokemon would be better to get replaced by Sharpedo. But we can try, and we can attempt the idea. He's gonna buff the Starmie. Absol with Slash, which actually is pretty good. Larion with Mellow Sound. This is what I'm interested in, because like I probably should have grabbed... Well, the next two Pokemon have dang. Seriously? 10% chance. Alright, Max Lightning. Knock it out. We grab the blue Sharpedo, and we should be good to go. Alright. Alright. Okay. What do we do now? Ignore Sharpedo. Absol takes it. Okay. Then we go into Ghost Ice Frostlass, which will go into Ghost Dark Ice Sneasel. Ghost Ice does not affect our team besides Starmie. Starmie's the weak link right now at the moment. So it's not as bad as it could be. It could be worse, but it's not as bad. Larion's going for special moves. What move are you going? I mean, I could just Screech. Power Gem is really good, actually. Frost Breath on who? Luckily, Frost Breath isn't the one that's super effective against water types. It just does crits. So we're good to go. That should be right? Frost Breath. Frost Breath. That's not the move that does super effective against water typing moves. Gen 5 inflicts damage. It does battle crit unless the target has battle armor, shell armor is under the spell Lucky Chant. Frostwitch was increased to 40 to 60, coinciding with critical hits now dealing 4.4 damage instead of 2 points damage. I see. Huh. I didn't think they would actually be aware of that and do that. That's technically better, isn't it? 1.5 is... Oh no, that's worse. Wow. Okay, yeah, that's way worse. Because 40, at least with a crit, is 80 damage guaranteed. 60 times 1.5 is not even the same thing. Okay, that's not a bad replacement. Now, you. And the question is who... Well, Larion's replaced, which means we only have Starmie, Sharpedo with physical moves, Starmie with special, and Sneasel with physical. So if Starmie gets replaced, Obstagoon is literally the best option for this Pokemon. Obstagoon is the most effectively the best Pokemon in this circumstance right now to maximize our chance of winning. Alright, Starmie's hits a Shadow Ball. I hit a Screech, or I hit a Facade. Because we're trying to see what we can do. Snarl, which is going to... Yeah, that's going to do spread damage, which is not great. Speed Boost Sharpedo. So I gotta do... Facade really is the best move in this play. What are you doing? What was that? Why is the Sharpedo... What is with the AI and just being like, Swagger, thinking Swagger is a good move? I don't get the AI sometimes, man. I don't get the AI. Max Darkness, which is going to take out the Frostlass because you're Swaggered. I don't get why the AI chooses to use a move that it knows it's going to make us lose more. What are we doing? You literally have moves like Scale Shot and everything that will do it for you. So what are you planning? So I have to get to this phase with Dynamax moves to speed it up so that way we don't have to deal with Sharpedo doing Swagger moves. That's legitimately the play. Yeah, you could have Aqua Dread the previous turn. Alright, we Power Gem there, and then I'm going to hit a Max Strike. Alright, now we have one backup life, and we have chances to win. I don't know how significant our chances to win depending on which person takes this Sneasel. Because we have we have two physical attackers, one special attacker, and Obstagoon still exist. This is such an interesting rotation. That is such an interesting rotation that I can't even lie. I don't know. This is actually kind of an interesting. This is a really interesting rotation of Pokemon to have as like the thing. Genuinely, it's like very interesting. But I don't know who is faster here besides Sneasel. Oh, that was a crit. Honestly, that hitting once might be a blessing in disguise. Actually, that... Okay, Dragon Pulse on who? That's not as bad as I thought it would be. Oh! Zygarde's going last. Okay. Okay. Okay, so yeah, this is theoretically the best chance if we continuously go on this path. Alright, so I got blessed with a better path than the one previously. That is at least guaranteeing us a chance to like see Zygarde, do Zygarde, and do so. Alright, we can... It's 100% chance, not going to happen for this run. We will try on the 5 or 6 times to see on this path if we're able to get it. At least it was possible to see and be able to do so. Alright, we got Zygarde. Alright, Sharpedo's good, Frostlass, Sneasel, and then, yep, Zygarde. Alright, this is a path we will try at least 2 times. I'm going to be saying this. You know, this is a path I'm willing to try at least twice. Because at the end of the day, it's fair to do so. Alright. Going back. Let's just keep on going. Alright. Oh, is this highlighted? I didn't even notice this was highlighted like that. Alright. Let me just close that. Zygarde will try this again, because this is a good path, and this is able to win. Alright, Obstagoon again. So now that we have a reset method, now we just try to see if we can do this properly. Alright. Sharpedo into Frostlass into Sneasel. With the hope that we can go into Sneasel with a couple of turns. The only question is, should I use Thunderbolt here? Or should I just go for... Yeah, that is the question. Is Sharpedo good at being necessary? Is Max Strike here actually the better move? Because if you Max Strike, it will never get the speed buff that it needs to do damage. Yeah, I think so. Speed buff here is actually kind of necessary to just do speed control. Then we go into Frostlass. We can lash out, which I don't think will be a bad idea, actually. Yeah. Lower its speed. Let Absolute Slash. And then if Lairon is it, I'm assuming it's not doing damage. Metal Song, yeah. Speed boost, so therefore it's neutraled. Should be good to go. What? Oh, Aqua Jet. I was like, why did it get so faster? Oh, Aqua Jet. It's purple, so here, we'll throw a heal ball on it. Alright. Now it's a matter of repetition. So I'm wondering, how's everybody's day been? How's everybody doing? Hopefully people are just chilling and enjoying themselves. Just get to relax. I haven't gotten the chance to relax at all. Being a work busybody, man, it gets tiring. All right, we can eat the berries, increase our speed, and then we should be all good to go on this guide when it comes to Frostlass. The chance of Zygarde being a shiny is 1 out of 100. So we just got to roll that 1% chance and hope and then pray. But then we get the dog, and then we get the dog. The dog. The dog, bro. The dog. I need the dog. Process is actually faster than everything on in the front right now. Yeah. Yeah, did a critical hit. I'm gonna lash out. Is Sharpedo using Assurance? Dang, it actually matters way more than I thought it did. Oh, right. Starmie's gonna power. Or... never mind. Starmie's gonna be able to knock it out. There we go. So we got 2 turns for that. Which is not bad, because if it's 2 turns for that, then that means we are able to then get 2 turns on Sneasel. Use the Sneasel turn to... beat it with Facade, and then we should be able to go into Zygarde. And then just use Screech. Ooh, Xenoblade music. Yes, sir. I'm good without it. Ooh. This is Agatha? This is the Agathera. Agrita? Angertha. Enrique. Agarea. No idea. Aqua Jet. I see when that. You're actually slowing it down for us. That's good. Process throws a snowball. I throw a Screech. Had to lower its... No, it would have happened anyway because it lowered their speed. So this is actually kind of good. Because now I can Facade into the ability. Because my goal at the end of the day is just to do Screeches and just hopefully get damage done. If we had a item guy on our rotation, we would be so good. We would actually be super set. There we go. We'll throw a Great Ball. Yeah, now we're getting rotation set properly. Let me stand up. Alright, rotations are now set. We should be all good to go to max launch speed. Oh, alright. Obviously good without it. Now, it's a matter of hitting that Zygarde where it needs hurt. Obstagoon. Alright, Screech. Don't hit 3 times, because it's going to transform if it hits 3 times. Yeah, it's guaranteed to transform now. Yeah. Assurance. That actually does pretty good damage. Yeah, Zygarde's now out. Fully formed. Now the real question is, are we going to be able to survive? Actually, Sharpedo may have the ability to survive, but I don't know yet. Do I Facade here, or do I Lash Out? Probably Lash Out. Do Assurance in this damage, and then we should be able to see if Sneasel triple axles and does significant damage. Only hit 2 times? It hit 3 times, and that's what it does? Okay, that's fine. Ah, we're so close. We're actually so close to actually winning. Oh, I'm faster. What? Oh, right. Zygarde gets slower once it transforms. I completely forgot about that. But oh. And we lost this rotation. Really? We lose in this situation? Dang. Really? We lose in that situation. Dang. Wait a minute. You have Scale Shot. Why aren't you using Scale Shot? I'm just now thinking about this because the fact that Sharpedo has Scale Shot and it can use Scale Shot and it should well, scale the damage to using Scale Shot. So why isn't it using it? Huh, so the AI is still making a bunch of fumbles, but I thought for sure that time that the AI would be smart enough to use that move. The other side is just Dunsparce. So it is Sharpedo, Frostlass, into that, into that, into that. Seriously? I just remember we just lost a life in the beginning, and that kind of forced our situation to be this way. It was against the it was against the Frostlass that we lost a life. Dang, that is surprising. Dang, that little damage really stopped us. Was it the Sneasel that knocked out the Starmie? Yeah, it was a Sneasel. So the Sneasel getting knocked out, it didn't matter because the fact that Obstagoon died too, so it didn't matter. It doesn't really matter at the end because that was gonna cause anyway. Because I actually don't know because the crit on Starmie does so much that I actually don't know. So this time Sharpedo does have its one-time speed. Doesn't matter because it tries using that move again. Alright, knock it out. So, yeah, trying to apply a lot of logic into Pokemon is very hard when it comes to shiny hunting. Is Sharkbait even that good of a shark? Like, I think there's not even that many shark Pokemon now I think about it. Like, realistically thinking. Sharpedo's not even that great of a Pokemon when you think about, like, what a shark should be. Garchomp is kind of more like what you think of. And even then, even then, it's not as great as you think it would be. Yeah, let me look up Scale Shot, by the way. Scale Shot Pokemon, I think Scale Shot like does like 25 damage per hit. The average full base power is around 70. So yeah, double is 140, which does way more than a... Okay, no, yeah, no, it straight up just does more than a no, it doesn't, because of stab. Because of stab, it does more. Why? I'm just now noticing what it's about to do. Are we serious? What are we doing? I don't know. We'll just keep on going. Alright, Lash Out again. This time it's going to do Assurance, yep. Does very little. Power Gem. That does surprisingly little too. Seriously? If we were able to set up Hail, Aurora Veil, Frost, that's actually really good also. I don't know if Frostlass should be wasting turns doing Aurora Veil and be worth it in the long run, because I don't think it is. The whole point of this team is to basically just knock out Zygarde as fast as possible, and it seems that that first run where we did, where we only got one hit from the triple axle, made it look a lot more appealing than it actually is. So yeah, this is going to be highly dependent on what happens. Alright, swap out. Alright. Sneasel into that, and then we try to figure out what happened. Alright. I can Dynamax straight. No, it has to be Dynamax, because at this point, like I've always said, the Dynamax is important to be here rather than doing it in Zygarde, because Zygarde needs to be hit with that Screech. It has to be hit with Screech on purpose in order to basically take care of it. Problem is, Sneasel and Sharpedo are naturally faster than Obstagoon when it needs to be. Yeah. Wow, really? That's so ridiculous. There we go. Let it speed fall. Hit it again. Why are we stop swaggering? Alright, that speed special defense was necessary. Starmie is going to get replaced. Frostless will be on several health. Zygarde may hit a 1,000 arrows or Lance Wrath, because it always has a chance to hit those two moves based on how it is as a Pokemon. So yeah, I'm good without it. Isabella, I think that's the name of this one, is going to get it. Patricia gets the Frostlass to be over in green health. And then we should be good to go. But yeah, so first run, successful. Second run, failure. Third run is where we don't waste the Dynamax War. So we have to, I think this is the final run of this path because I'm not trying to waste. Well, two more. I'll give it two more chances. But this is like a very non-typical run. Damn it. Is that? Don't tell me. Alright. He does Assurance, which, yeah, makes sense. Yep. Zygarde's damage goes down. You sense the presence of many. So, is Lash Out... Actually, did I fumble by using Lash Out because Obscure's defense... I have to check this now. Is Lash Out just straight up? No, it is physical. So it is straight up better to use Lash Out. Yeah, should be. So then it was by chance that I lost. Triple Axle here, which will do significant damage. Yeah, but it's not going to be enough. I'm pretty sure this isn't enough. Yeah. Crits, and then I do... I'm sorry? I was faster the other time. What? Is that based on, IV spread? That can't be. Is that really true? Is that based on the IV spread of Zygarde? If that is the case, that is so annoying. Also, I will say, I would prefer if Sharpedo, in that first run where it knows it's faster, would use the Scale Shot. Not the first turn, the second turn, because it knows it's faster. It should use Scale Shot to then reorganize itself when it comes to the Howl of the Trio. Sharpedo's good. Sneasel, yep. But that is typically how it should be the case. It should be the case that, you know, Zygarde's going to be obviously doing stuff. Alright, we quit. 3 ore. 125. Does this... 4, 5, 6 is 9, 15. So yeah, 3 more chances. 4, 5, 6 is, yeah. 4 plus 5, 9, 16, 15. Okay. How is it that I've done 3 hunts where it's 1 out of 4,096, and those were easier than doing Zygarde? I don't get that. That's mainly because it's guaranteed that I might prefer that in that instance. Oh well. I think Max Strike's actually the best move here. But yeah, now that we're in the rotation, is anyone else playing any Pokemon other games? Anyone excited for Score Bunny tomorrow? Score Bunny's coming up for the celebration for Community Day, so that way you can get your special Score Bunny. You'll be able to get your legendary Pokemon. Legendary Pokemon, Latias and Zacian, since those will be in raids. So that's gonna be big plans tomorrow. Get Zacian and Zamazenta done. Or just get a Zacian just for the lols of it. Then, is there anything else I got? I gotta work on that video of me losing the Garchomp. I've lost the Garchomp Z like 15 times. I need to get that video up because that's gonna be hilarious. All right. There we go. Sharpedo down. Great ball. Throw it in and grab it. Also, I think I've checked before when it comes to this game, but I don't think that you can use the backup save to save on Dynamite Ore. I tried, but it's not theoretically possible, from what I've seen. So Sharpedo's good. Then what we do here is that we just ignore. Yep, then we go on Frostlass. Frostlass should be good. Yep, then there's Frostlass. Alright, so we should be able to continue this rotation until... Alright. Lash out. Be able to do so. Let me take a sip of water. Be a little bit loud. Just took my sip of water. Alright. Whew. Now that we got that done, we should be good to go. Alright, ignore that Frostlass and just keep on going. Alright, Sneasel. So... Thunderbolt or Screech? Yeah, we'll do a Screech. Hold on. Sorry, gotta take a sneeze. Shadow Ball. We should be able to good to go. Also surprising that we're getting lucky enough to getting Screeches, because considering Screech is only like what? Not that much of a base chance to get. Also, did we get a minus Obstagoon again? That's crazy. Sharpedo, please. No, come on. Come on. Nope. I'm not dealing with that. I'm not dealing with that. Stop it. 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 Stop. 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 Thank God. Alright. Throw the ball. Alright. 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 Ignore that guy. Then we just keep on going. We're luckily able to be full HP this time. As well. 3, 4, so 3 more. 3 more runs. 3 more runs. 3 more runs. Gotta drill it in my head. 3 more runs. Alright, Screech. This Frostlass is faster? Hello? What? Wait, hold on. What are the attacks on this Pokemon if we're having Zygarde now slower than, You're kidding me. Are you serious? No, no, what are you doing? What are you doing? No, 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 no. What are we doing? What are we doing, Sharpedo? Why are we trying to confuse the Zygarde? I have everything to do. Oh my god. We all would have lived. I don't want to bother checking. I'm just gonna reset. What? Why? What compelled the Sharpedo? I didn't even realize the Sharpedo. Literally, what was your speed? 148, 160. What? Gentle nature. You weren't even speed boosted. What is going on? What was that rotate? What? That was okay. That one must have been the most like crazy. Like, no. What? What possessed? Are we serious? I can't trust this. Oh my god. Are we serious? Are we serious? There's no way that the Sharpedo was so dumb that it actively chose to mess up? Seriously? It actively chose to mess up. You are borderline insane right now. That's what you're actually telling me. That is so insane. So you're telling me that basically, the Zygarde basically, in that regard, chose to, oh my god. Like I said, that you have to understand how relatively insane that is to understand. The Sharpedo willingly hit a Swagger. The Swagger hit itself one time. Then it broke. Then on the second Swagger, it broke out, hit the Land's Wrath, killed the entire party, and the Sharpedo thought it was, that's a good decision. That's just a great decision to just boost the enemy. Who in their right mind is boosting the enemy? We're boosting. Who's boosting the enemy? You are ridiculous right now. You're so unserious, man. I gotta trust it. Trust it 2 more times. Trust it 2 more times. You know, I'll trust it 1 more time because that's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. There's such... Oh my god. Alright. Laron's using Metal Sound, which means that Starmie's using Power Gem, which means that Torpedo's using... Yeah, so therefore, there's nothing to do but actually just use his move. What? Wait, I'm now faster than the... I gotta check these speeds, man. I'm so sick and tired. What is this speed? 148, 148, 156, 84? Why did the Starmie have a negative speed stat? So we got that. We get this. Why is it like that, bro? Oh. Well. That's not as bad. Because as long as Sneasel takes that other thing, I think we're fine, actually. Alright. Triple axle. Alright, that just basically affects me and Starmie. Then Laron. Speed boost. And then, alright. Frost Breath. That Sharpedo needs to be... I need to take away that Sharpedo, bro. The Sharpedo's about to do a swagger instead of hitting it with a speed boost. I'm about to say it right now. Alright. Here we go. Throw the Sneasel. Should be all good to go. Right. Okay, so you still take it. So it's a Laron, a Sneasel, and a Frostlass. Technically, it would be better if Frostlass was in that other section, but I think that's fine. If Laron hits a, listen, if Laron hits what I think he'll hit, it is. I'll hit a Shadow Ball. I will hit a Shadow Ball. I'm the fastest? Wow, it's literally on the cusp. It is literally on the cusp of being better. Frost Breath. Yeah. But It's such a dick move that he does Land Wrath right after. All of us got knocked out? Come on! Oh my god. You're joking. Oh, that's such a humiliation, man. It's such... What is with the speed stat? I've seen Sneasel literally be faster than Frostlass. What is going on with the speed stat? 153, 160... Why is it a minus speed Sneasel? You're joking. You're joking. Absolutely joking. Minus speed Sneasel. Right when I need Sneasel to be not minus speed, you give me minus speed Sneasel. You're joking. Out of every nature, minus speed Sneasel. Minus speed Sneasel. Minus speed Ziesel. You're... God, joke. There are 3 ice steps up there. 2 ice steps, my bad. What are we doing? Kingler, beat him into a Frostlass or a Cryogonal? You're making me choose between 2 of the most goated Pokemon for this quest, and you're making me choose? You're kidding me. Also, it doesn't help that the Pokemon I have on my right now don't have any moves to help with Cryogonal or Jinx's abilities. Dang. Cryogonal is goated because it's super beefy. Yeah, Cryogonal doesn't... But Cryogonal and Jinx are both special attackers. So dang, it's not going to be possible. Drain Punch, alright. Alright. Beam's gun. Heal Ball. Beam Synchronize. He's not gonna help here in this case. Would prefer Audino, honestly. But it's fine. Double Instances Cryogonal would be good. Because getting Marowak here is better than nothing. Get Wise Glasses. Use that on the other guy, and then we should be good to go. The only question is, who's better? I'm tempted to say Cryogonal's ability will be better. Because Cryogonal has... I actually need to compare the two. I straight up actually have to compare the two. Because I actually don't know. 30 defense, attack, 50% attack, 95 special attack, 135 defense. Yeah, that's why he's goated. Jinx, the Pokemon, has 115 special attack, so its special attack is 20%, 20 points higher than Cryogonal's. It has a special defense of... It has a special defense of 135 and 485 total. Yeah, because it has significantly as 5 percentage points more HP. But it's faster. Cryogonal is faster than Jinx. You would not expect that Snowflake to be faster than Jinx. Overall, Cryogonal looks to be better, kinda stat-wise. And then ability, Levitate. Yeah, Levitate, it's basically gonna be good because I'm decently sure 1,000 Arrows is a special move. Is that what I saw? Oh no, it's physical. Really, Zygarde's packing a 3 physical, 1 special split. Okay. Packing a 3 physical special split, eh? Okay. I didn't even think about that. That's interesting. I never thought about that. A 3 physical, 1 special split that allows it to basically take care of things in an easier format. Three physicals, 1 special. Jinx has Lovely Kiss. But Cryogonal has Reflect, which acts as a great buffer move when it comes to Pokemon that need the buffing. If Assault Vest was here, it also might be a little bit better. Yeah, I had a feeling that you would try to take it. So I stopped it. Yeah. Jinx will allow us to get more moves, but Cryogonal is straight up the better Pokemon in this case. Alright, we just Flare Blitz. Should be good to go. It is a bit annoying that Cryogonal is super, like, it's surprisingly how good it is when it comes to, like, absorbing HP, man. It's surprisingly good. Also, like, yeah, you can see right here, like, it's literally faster than everybody on the team. What is the other teams? Indini's and Mystic Force, Expanding Force, Calm Mind, and Shadow Ball will be good for defense drops. Topsy-Turvy in case you get a special defense boost. Meteor Beam is, yeah, this team is not really that great for Zygarde. Let me go and do that. See right here. Alright, I gotta catch I get the Cryogonal. So those two wanted to replace it. No one on the team right now is weak to Dragon or Ground type moves, so that's a decent plus. I would prefer Resistances, but I don't know if that's going to be possible. Even Dragon, like, is very rare, because the fact that Dragons is only resisted by, like, Steel and Fairy. And that's the problem. It's only resisted by, like, 2 types. Sure, one of them is Immunity, but, like, still. Reflect. Expanding Force, makes sense. And it's Ratsy. I had a feeling that was going to happen. If I'm able to set up a Psychic Field, that would be pretty good for them. That way they would be able to do so. I don't think I can. But I can set up my Hailstorm. Just to take care of this. Actually, I should have done Overgrowth, because Overgrowth would have let them heal. Not knocked it down into 50% HP to the point where he would start doing double attacks. Probably would be better. Yeah, but here's the thing. There's no way that Cryogonal is going to kill, because I know that the only way this kills would be that if it has Fake Tears Jigglypuff on the team. Fake Tears doubled Jigglypuff on the team would actually be able to kill this, but it doesn't. It's not going to kill this time. Didi's pretty fast. That's what I'm noticing. We're also not losing out on too much HP, which is nice. But he's gonna, you know, obviously landing force again. Rand Brass. Diagonals levitate. Yeah. Even stronger, and then, yeah. Focus Blast, which will miss. Okay, didn't miss this time. Sense the presence of many, then he starts doing Power Construct. Go into Zygarde, and then he should be all good to go. Alright. It's a good question to ask. What is he gonna do? Max Hailstorm. Does half. Dragon Pulse. On me, yeah. Lance Wrath, which I avoid. Yeah, I'm not surprised Grapple Lock fail. Actually, Zygarde is slower in its complete form compared to its snake form, so there's a chance that maybe, well, Indini will definitely be faster. I don't know if Behemoth will be faster. Behemoth doesn't seem like a fast Pokemon. Let me check Behemoth stats. I don't think it's fast. But there we go, yeah. Zygarde's down. Let me check Behemoth stats if it's faster. It's base 40 speed. Jeez. Alright, that's barely anything. But alright, we move. Alright. Alright, Zygarde's now there. Behem. Regular, man. I will try one more time because this team was semi-decent. Semi-decent. I will say that. Alright. We can keep on going with this kind of comfy vibe. Keep on doing stuff and keep on chilling. Upstagoon. Upstagoon. Unfortunately, it's not possible for Indini to get like a thing, so I don't doubt that. So we go into Behem, who will then go into Marowak, who will then go into that one. Overall, it's not as bad as I thought it would be. Cryogonal is always guaranteed to be at least faster than perfect form, regular form Zygarde. So we're always decently good. But we did ultimately win because of the fact that we were able to time out the Dynamax to be at the right places. If we're not able to do that, then we're basically kind of screwed over. Which means on Cryogonal, we need to perfectly time it so that way we don't make any mistakes. Which, hey, it's fine. Generation 5 to 6. Oh, Generation 7. Oh, it got buff stats. How did I miss that? It got extra 30 points? Oh, it got an extra defense spike. What? Where are Jinx's stats? Where are Jinx's stats? Looking at this. Jinx's stats are in 455. Cryogonal has an extra 60 points in stats. Oh, that's crazy. Oh, I didn't wasn't even aware that Cryogonal was just that much of a better Pokemon. Jeez. That's so crazy. It's just that much of a better Pokemon? Oh, wow. Yeah, you don't really expect the snow. Is a Snowflake even good in like a small gun? Because like it's literally a defensive type, so it's not that great. But Cryogonal, like I'm assuming the stat buff probably gave it some like good niches. No, it's still in ZU. Oh, this is Scarlet Violet though. Uh... Uh... It was only good in black and white? Oh, that's rough. Oh, that's rough, buddy. Oh, that is 100% rough. That is 100% rough. Alright, expert belt. Alright, let's just keep on going. Let's just keep on doing this. Alright, yeah, Screech is not better in this case. So in that case, Lash Out is literally the better option. There we go. Do another Lash Out. There you go. Will-O-Wisp on Behem. Oh, that's an overall. That's the running nerf, as I like to call it. I actually don't know if the berries will fix that, because I think it does, but I don't want to try to test it. Alright, let's just keep on going. Yeah. Expert belt and 2 berries. Is the berries recovered? I want to know that. One's HP is full. No, it doesn't. Dang. So, if you have a burn, you just have to stick with the fact that you're burned. Okay. Ooh. Yeah, we're in a rough spot because it seems that we're about to do a flare blitz again. Is this Indini faster than the Cryogonal I just saw? How fast is Indini? Is it the same speed? Indini. Yeah, is Indini just the same speed? I didn't even think about that. Indini is 95, so that means... female Indini is 85, so that means this Cryogonal is really either weak or the speed is just that bad, which means we're probably not going to outspeed Zygarde with this Cryogonal. Another minus speed probably, I assume. We're going to have to deal with that, oh well. We'll figure out the situation by... We're going to have to use Reflect, handle that, and then keep on going. Interesting. Alright, let's just keep on going. Alright, so we're going to need to do a Reflect. Not great. Seeing... Okay, okay, I'm just going to be 100% honest when I say this. It is kind of disgusting to see a Zygarde faster than a Cryogonal. What? Like, what are we doing though? Like, why is this Cryogonal? How do we get a minus speed plus attack Cryogonal? What is wrong with this game? What does it enjoy about torturing me like this? A minus speed Cryogonal. What are we doing here? Minus speed Cryogonal. Minus speed Cryogonal. What are we doing? Legitimately, what are we doing here? Freeze, freeze, freeze. Dang it. Okay, so we have to guarantee Ice Beam. We have to guarantee Ice Beam, but this is a proper run, it looks like. Wow. Minus speed Cryogonal. Minus speed Cryogonal, increased attack Cryogonal. You're joking. Minus speed Cryogonal. Minus speed Cryogonal with a minus speed Sneasel? There's 18 natures. What is going on in this game? 18 natures in this game, and you're expecting me to believe that a Cryogonal, man? You are absolutely kidding me, bro. What are we doing in this game? What are we doing in this game to have a minus speed Cryogonal? Minus speed Cryogonal. It is so insane. It's not even fathomable. Think about it. Minus speed Cryogonal is so crazy to think about. I'm sorry, but that's just gonna stay in my head today. Minus speed Cryogonal as a Pokemon, bro. What are we doing? What are we doing? I cannot believe this. Alright. New run, new method, new mindset. Let's get it. Minus speed Cryogonal is gonna that's gonna haunt my dreams. The idea and concept of minus speed Cryogonal is genuinely insane. The notion of a minus speed Cryogonal being the almost life and death. Okay, I gotta stop complaining. We won that round. Out of sight, out of mind. Focus on the fact that we have this mission and we can't lose anyone right now. That's all it is. Focus. Lock in. Alright. What else will we be doing today? I mean, there's only one more mythical I am missing for the Living Shine Index, and that will be Diancie, which I can't get until we get the all the missions, which I don't even know what they are, but there's 10 Master Researches. I'm surprised to know that we don't like get information of like how big the Master Researches are for like from the team. You would think that someone would be able to like have it and know what it's about. But I'm guessing not from Cerebee's case. Which, I think it's fine. Dang. I think the concept of its by its existence is by itself. Shiny Diancie is probably gonna take a couple of days just to like get everybody to sort out to be like, what exactly is it? And then we'll be able to figure it out later. Flare Blitz on who? Makes sense. Actually, that the burn on Beam was actually pretty not that bad actually. It would be nice if the burn would work so that way on the turn one that he has the burn that Pokemon would get affected by it. That would be so nice. Dude, Xenoblade has such a great soundtrack. I generally think in my like top like 10, 15 games of existence where I've loved the OST. The Xenoblade series, actually yeah, top 15 series. Xenoblade is like 100% in that area. It has to be. Like I cannot think of a better soundtrack in a better series. And that's I'm high glazing it, but like I genuinely believe the Xenoblade series is just deserving of that high glaze. Like no one can convince me that the Xenoblade series, no one can convince me that the Xenoblade series is not worth it. It's just that great to me. Let me know. Alright. Okay. We go ahead and do more flare bits. And then... Why am I southern? Why am I southern now? The commentary is pretty much eroding as I'm talking. So we just gotta hit this and pray. Hey, we could have actually one-turned this. Oh well. So I gotta go do the hard round for Zygarde. Actually, I just realized, was it Dini faster? Okay, no, this time it's a proper Cryogonal, okay? A proper Cryogonal. Mine. Okay. Alright. Throw it in the blue snowflake. There we go. And then we should be all good to go. I actually do wonder, do I have the dog form of Zygarde? Yeah, I do. It does. It just automatically does give you the form by itself, which I guess makes sense. I don't have a Zygarde that is in that form. So the difference would be just, you know, permanently having one in that form that I keep around, which would be nice. Alright, reflect. Immediately. Such an evil Pokemon for doing it the first turn. Really? Such a evil Pokemon, man. I'm gonna go for guaranteed damage rather than worry about it. Oh. Max Quake on who? Alright, one down. Expanding Force. Makes sense. Okay, so that's basically guaranteed 50%, which but the nice thing is that it's only guaranteed 50% for the fact that it's not he's only gonna be able to hit yeah, a certain move. So he'll be fine mostly. And he's only going to do one move. Oh. Oh. That's a good thing. I did not expect to do Topsy-Turvy. Topsy-Turvy is actually really good in this fight. Yeah, it is. Because I can just do this. That's the guaranteed chance of freezing. I think it's only a 10% chance, though, that Ice Beam, freezes. Yeah, 10% chance to freeze. Blizzard has... I believe it's a 10% chance as well. Yeah. Ice Beam power is lowered from 95 to 90. That's why. No wonder. That makes a lot more sense now. Well, I'm still faster, so at the end of the day, I'm still gonna win. Oh, you're still able to attack. Oh, that was a crit. And then, are you focus blocking? Is the grapple gonna focus blast? Missed. It would have guaranteed a victory if he actually got that. And also, Zygarde completes slower than regular Zygarde, so we're good. Then we're all good to go on that side. Throw the premier ball, and then we're good to go. Like I said, is there a chance that this time it could be shiny? I doubt it. Simple doubt, simple belief. But hey, we can get to do it. Nope, 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 nope. None of these are shiny. The only thing we've gotten shiny so far is that Zubat. Alright, now she's gonna start the process of doing that. What point does it start hitting 21? 4, 5, 6. It's 15. 7 is 22. 8 is 30. And then it goes to 39. So, yeah, no. Dang. This isn't a path, like, guaranteed chance of getting, like, the thing. It's nice, though, that Reflect really does, like, save this team when it comes to, like, HP. Reflect Cryogonal is literally, like, the best Pokemon for this. I'm being so serious. What is Reflect? How much damn? Because, like, Cryogonal's defense is literally, like, 50. So, like, Reflect, how much does it do? Doubles the user's defense. Oh, that's Gen 1. Defog or Raging Bull. Alright, Lash Out. Reflect is not removed. Unlike Reflect now always reduce damage by roughly a third rather than a half. Specifically with a multiplier of 27.3. So Reflect only basically does damage by a half, by doing 1/3 of it. So you do 2/3 of the damage of what is expected. Interesting. I didn't know that's how it works. Yeah, there's something interesting about Pokemon when you find out moves. Why Topsy-Turvy? Alright. Well, he couldn't predict that, so you know what? I can't blame him. But interesting that Reflect is now used in that format. Interesting. So it can't be used. Reflect it only does 1/3 of the 2/3 of the damage to the person. So Reflect is just doing straight up 2/3 whenever it gets used up by another person. Interesting. Good without. Go to Marowak. Alright, dang. Wide lens, wise glasses. Wise glasses is pretty much the only one that's good. Let's roughly call it, so that way we'll do 3 more runs and then we should be good to go, because the stream is getting long and it's getting a little bit cumbersome at night, when streaming at night is not always the greatest for people. Mainly just because that way we don't get good sleep. But I should be able to guarantee tomorrow we do a Marowak, but I am also going to try to see if I can also do a stream. Just try to get Zygarde later at my own time and see if that's possible as well. Should theoretically be possible. Muddy Water. It's a Meteor Beam. Thunderbolt. There we go. Do a Pokeball, throw it in. Should be. Yep, just want to swap that for that. Eat the berries. Does that have Blunder Policy? I'm just now noticing that. Blunder Policy, Lumberry William, and then Catherine Wise Glasses. So the best, I guess, technically against Zygarde is just straight up never running Dragon type. Just don't go for regular Dragon type, because like he will spam Max Worm Wound and all these other stuff. I'm just gonna Flare Blitz. Then you Calm Minds while I Flare Blitz. Ooh, half. Oh, critical hit, that's why. Okay, I was kind of hoping that we balance it a little bit more instead of basically having a Dynamax turn without Dynamaxing. But oh well. You know, 1 turn extra is not as bad as compared to Cryogonal. Alright. Now. Okay, so Reflect. Double Ice Beam. There's a chance. Actually, there could be a chance I'm slower, but I doubt it. I doubt it. But it does factor in so much more when I realize that Zygarde being faster than Cryogonal is such a pain in the butt. Like, it still could be faster if it's a plus nature. Reflect. And Dinny's faster, which means Zygarde must have like a... That's a lot of damage. That is a surprisingly a lot of damage. Like, actually kind of ludicrous amount of how much more damage that was doing. What are you doing? Oh, Calm Mind. Yeah, Ice Beam. Dang. Okay, I probably should have, dang. That actually was, like, the wrong move. Yeah, that was the wrong move. What I should have done in that phase was go for. I should have went for Blizzard, get the 70% chance to proc, get a miss, and then try doing it. Yeah, that was the more optimal play to do so at that stage. Although technically, I will be able to if I miss. Just went for Ice Beam. If Focus Blast lowers another defense, no, it doesn't. Max heal here is going to be the best move. I have to hope that all 3 Pokemon don't get knocked out just like that. Luckily, Reflect is going to knock out 33% of the damage for the Landorus thing. So it should be good to go. Hopefully, if he 1,000 arrows, that's the worst move that you can make. Never mind, I didn't have to worry. That one defense drop really clutches it for the Cryogonal runs. So good. Cryogonal's really goated as a Pokemon. I'm just now like realizing this. Such a good Pokemon, man. Such a goated Pokemon. What was the Zygarde I caught that I got from the Dynamax Rise before? This was a 4 triple IV one, where it has 31 attack, 31 special attack, 31 defense, and 31 speed. And this is over 5 years ago. Jeez. 5 years ago, man. Yeah, 5 years ago was I got this one. Makes sense. So this would be like the retribution of me just going after 5 years later to get another Zygarde. Which is not bad, all things considered. Though I remember I'm trying to convince my one of my friends to actually try to get his favorite Pokemon is I think Solgaleo. And he's trying to get Solgaleo, but I'm like telling him to convince him, but he's not gonna do it. Who lazy. Which I respect. Pistachio, there's regular Zygarde who has the triple in HP, attack, and stats. But I really don't like this one just because of the fact that it's the event one. And I don't consider the event ones to be like mainly a part of my my living decks. But we should have 2 more runs in by the time we do this. We should be good to go. Double defense drop is crazy. I could probably just do max lightning and it would still do well. I got cocky. I got cocky. But yeah, that should be the good to go strategy. Heal Ball into this. And then looking at some of the decks I'm missing. I'm missing Keldeo, other form. So I'm going to have to get that later on. So I'm going to have to go through a rehunt of Sword and Shield to get every single Pokemon that we're missing. And catch every single version of them. Not fun. But we can abuse the fact that Legends Arceus is available. So that any trade evolutions that we need are going to be good to go. So there is ups and downs to the cons of this, and that's something I have to plan on for our next stream. Is that we're going to hunt for Probably second Keldeo. But we gotta use a different account, so I gotta use one of the other accounts I have, and then, you know, do all the stuff. So, leftovers. Grassy and Misty Seeds, eh? The problem is that weakness policy will not trigger because, you know, obviously ground types are not weak to, obviously they're not weak to Zygarde, so they're not going to trigger as well. But that doesn't mean we can't try. Let's go ahead and lash out. There we go. I say, would it matter if he burned me? Probably not for Marowak. Because that actually would be kind of a good thing. Alright, he max flares, which means that Grappalot's going to do less damage with his Muddy Water. Yeah, and then Behemoth's going to be able to clear it up. Oh, Behemoth has a Life Orb. Ah, that's interesting. How is that going to affect the run? I'm curious to know about that now. I gotta take that. We have a... Huh. I didn't expect to get a Grappalock that's gonna have a Lumberry, a Shellbell, Catherine, Indinis, and then we got a... what was it? A Life Orb Behemoth. Life Orb is interesting. It would be good, but like the problem is I gotta think about how to use it. Flare Blitz? Yeah. Now it sets up a Reflect, which is... I actually wonder if that's going to make it so that way it's going to survive. No, it's not. Yeah, okay. Should have kept my mouth shut, but there we go. Alright, Cryogonal. Great Ball. I technically should be putting it in a Dive Ball for color scheme matches, but I'm not that type of guy. I'm not that type of guy, or am I that type of person? Oh well, that should be all good to go. Oh. Take this guy. Mine now. Now we keep on going. I have 1,272 of all the forms shiny. There's 1,446 forms that are available right now. Are there some forms that are not shiny? Calyrex Shadow. Yeah, probably Calyrex Shadow and Ice Rider form. So not only just Glacier and Respectrier, we also have other forms that are probably going to take priority. Indini's faster. That's good. Yeah, let's say, like, you're not going to be able to topsy-turvy any of its abilities if it doesn't have anything to what it wants to do. Shoot. A Blizzard. Blizzard would do too much damage, but if it does something... decisions. Just go for solid damage. Don't worry about it. Calm Nines. Into a Land's Wrath. Cryogon will affect it. Nothing too bad. Focus Blast. It's just enough to go into the other form. Yeah. Just enough to go in the other form. Which makes me wonder if I should just even try to hit it right now, or should I just go for a Blizzard? So we're gonna nullify abilities because of Indini. Oh, it didn't. Is that enough? It's not. But it did raise his special defense, so that's concerning to think about. Hits Focus Blast. It's getting desperate, and then it does a Behem does a that. Alright. Now we Dynamax, and I think it's pretty much good to go. So it's been 2 turns because of Ice Beam, so that means Reflect has 3 more turns left. Cryogonal's Levitate basically makes it super easy to do. Actually, nullifies ability, so Land's Wrath can hit me. 1,000 arrows. And Land's Wrath. Yeah. Indini is going to be able to do some damage. I just wonder if it's going to be enough. That's my question. It looks like it can be enough. Unless it calms mine right now. Why, though? Alright, it looks like I had enough to kill. Alright, the Premier Ball throw, and then we should have another chance to see if we got the chance. If not, one more, and then we're done for the day. One more run, and then we're done for the day. Is it a chance? Could be a chance. I'm a little bit more optimistic now. A little bit. But only because of the fact that I'm on Copium. Only on pure Copium right now. Alright. Alright. We got Behem, we got this and that, and then we got nope. It's gonna surprise me one day to see this and just be like, oh my god, it's white and green. But nope. So one more call cuts for the day. I'll do some offline raids. See if I can get it there. If not, you know, tough decisions, tough times. Stagoon. Right. There, right. Alright. Alright, max darkness into this. There we go. Throw you in an Ultra Ball, because we got an Ultra Pokemon right with us. Alright, good without it. Alright, expert belt. Oh, Grapplot has the item this time. Interesting. Lash out. The Xenoblade music strikes again, and always gets on my mind. That's all we gotta do for yapping, yapping and yapping. Oh, I see another person's watching right now. Thanks for coming in and joining into the stream. Hope you're having a good time and just enjoying yourself. Alright. Let me just go ahead and swap to Marowak, and then we're just doing and then just finish up this last DA raid. Is that an Eviolite? Beam? Why? Eviolite Beam? Is that even a thing? Dragon Reflect. We do a Mystical Fire. To that, we do a Meteor Storm. Alright, just do another Flare Blitz. Blizzard is kind of like dangerous just because of the fact that it basically does like a whole damage deal. And there's no extra berries, so this was basically just a widespread before another attack. Let's go ahead and throw you a luxury berry because at this point, basically, you're the MVP every single time we reset. So we might as well just keep, using luxury balls on you. That's what the luxury ball is, and that's what the luxury ball deserves. Alright, last run. One more attempt for Zygarde. See if we get the shiny. If we don't get the shiny, dang. Only one shiny for this time. Fundamentally, Catherine has a white herb, which I actually don't even remember what the white herb does. Is it just that it stops reduction of stats? Because I think that is what it is. Yeah, all the decreased stats of the holder are restored. Which is not great. Which is pretty useful. That's what I'll say. The Zygarde's faster? that must mean that we got a negative. Dang, another negative diagonal. Oh, this must be a speed boosted Zygarde then. Really? Yeah, it has to be. Speed boosted Zygarde is like an interesting concept. Oh, I fell down. Damn. That means I'm gonna die right now if I don't. Yeah. Because that means Land's Wrath is gonna hit me. Guaranteed. Yeah. But I am fast. I'm not faster? What? What? I'm not faster. I'm sorry? I'm not faster than... Ah, dang, Speed Boost Zygarde must be really fast if it's outspeeding just neutral speed, Cryogonal. Either that or this Cryogonal does not have a good, IV stat in its speed, which is possible too. Dang. Oh, we got lucky on that. I think this Indini, though, is gonna die because of the hail. Yeah. Maybe I should have set up the grassy terrain. Yeah, because now only one person can really survive a chance. Really, though? It's so interesting, the idea or notion of a Zygarde that's faster. Yep, it's gonna nullify. But who is he attacking? Bind. Okay. Then it's gonna do Land's Wrath. Okay, so I actually won this one. That was a natural nail biter. And unnecessary crit, but dang, a nail biter finale. Is there a chance? There's a chance. Maybe I should be using the Great Ball, because the Great Ball has the better color scheme. One final check. I highly doubt. But it's been 3 hours. It's been a good run. We tried 3 times. We didn't do bad. We tried. Let's see. Uno, dos, tres. Nothing. Yep, and that is what we wrote for today. Alright, guys. I think we're just gonna end it off right here. Let me check what the Zygarde speed stat was. 159 regular. That's kind of crazy. Like, this guy must have, like, some of the worst stats in the game. Like, I actually want to calculate this because I'm so curious to see, like, Pokemon stat calculator. Because I'm curious to know, like, how... So I'm going to type in Cryogonal real quick. Level 65. And then its nature is quirky. It's a quirky nature. Submit. Its speed stat, is it 0? 141 is at 0. Gee. Wow. Wow. Speed IV stat of 3. This one has 148, so it's maxed out on IVs. It's not maxed out on special attack. It's maxed out on defense and attack. And HP. Wow. 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 That's insane, dude. And this Zygarde, 159? Oh, this is a perfect IV stat Zygarde. Wow. Wow. That is crazy. Perfect IV speed stat Zygarde. And 4 IV stat Cryogonal. And that's the difference of letting it getting outsped or not outsped. That's insane. That is so insane. I have to respect it, but that is insane to think about. But yeah, that's the end of the stream, man. hope you all enjoyed. Hope you all have a good time. And honestly, I'll see you guys later. Peace, bros.